And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sideline. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last several months for Jimmy Butler.
Look, sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Jimmy Butler is out there with Morant. Then there's Porzingis. Then it's Curry. And it's Richardson. And at the shooting guard. And for the Clippers, in the forward slots, we'll see Leonard and Collins. Harden and Beal are the backcourt. And it's Zubac in at the center. On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
Zubac against Porzingis. Porzingis with the block. Curry on the wing. He's guarded by Collins for the three. It's hauled in by Zubac. Last outing for Golden State. They won that game against Sacramento. Leonard kicks to Zubac. Pass to Collins. To the inside. Harden. No good there. Great D that time from Curry. And here's Curry who brings it up for the Warriors. And a record-setting season continues for him. Now up over 30 road wins.
And well, you're talking maybe only 15 times in the history of the NBA has a team cleared 30 road wins in a single season. And in that group, a lot of teams that went on to win the championship. I think a lot of people would say this team is the favorite to go all the way.
Now here's Leonard over Butler. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Collins.
Totally dialed in. Leonard makes quick work from that mid-range.
Richardson outside. Pass to Porzingis. Good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He said, let's be honest, Jimmy Butler is one guy we have to be aware of at all times. When it comes to a player who's as versatile as he is, that means the D has to be versatile too. That means showing Butler various looks and various defenders. Back over to you, Kevin.
And Allie, thanks so much.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
Doris, you mentioned that you value the way Porzingis is able to neutralize shot blockers.
There is value to a big who can step away into the three-point line and stretch your defense to a place you are uncomfortable with. And then on the other end of the floor, this guy provides elite rim protection and rebounding. You have to respect the two-way ability of Kristaps Porzingis.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. These players have been vacuums on the boards recently, leading the league in rebounding the past month. Well, you look at Richardson, a terrific rebounder, 5th overall.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
And Harden wide open. And again for three.
And now for this franchise, he's hit the most threes in a single season.
His incredible range stretches out the defense on a nightly basis. It's an invaluable element to this offense. Morant finds Curry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And in Tyronn Lue, the Clippers have have one of the league's most highly respected and Doris coveted head coaches.
And think about it, Kevin. He signed an extension with the Clippers 2 summers ago. That was amidst rumors that the Lakers might have an interest. Remember, LeBron and Ty Lue go way back. But he is now committed long-term with this organization. That is smart business.
So he gets them both. In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player. And the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance. But threes are still their best bet.
Warriors leading by 3. Butler passes to Porzingis. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. LA's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. It's blocked. Curry with him. He's picked up by Collins. Back to Curry. It's tipped. Stolen by Harden. Beal the pass to Collins. Porzingis with the block.
Oh, that is a big-time block from KP. How about that rim protection?
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Second team foul.
Outside Curry. Butler on the wing. Curry a screen on Collins. And he makes that one.
This is where Jimmy Butler most comfortable. You allow him into a mid-range jumper and turn the lights out.
Out left to the wing. Leonard against Morant. Leonard with the bucket.
You know, being that wide open sometimes leads to a miss, but that fadeaway was money.
Morant finds Curry. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, tough environment. They were right there, but just missed some key shots.
You know what? Playing on the road is always challenging. It requires a level of energy and focus. You've got to match what the home team gives you, and they didn't do it.
Curry's shot is good.
Well, just terrific unselfishness from the veteran forward. Jimmy Butler more than willing to pass if he finds a teammate open.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Green is checked in for Jimmy Butler.
Substitution for the Warriors. Number 23, Draymond Green.
Clippers trail by 3. Al Harden. Last time 14 points for him. And the rejection by Curry. Green passes to Richardson. Out to the right wing. The 3 from Morant. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Warriors leading by 6. And here is Curry. He had 25 points last game. A 3-pointer is right on target. Richardson's got 5.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Leonard. Back to Harden. Shot to stop the run. Draymond Green pulls it in. Warriors have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Morant against Harden. And here's Collins. Pass to Beal. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Porzingis. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 9-point game. Their last encounter was in the Bay Area.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Harden against Curry. Over Harden, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Boy, the hard dribble gets the defense on its heels. That is vintage James Harden right there.
It's Curry outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And that's 17 points for the Cobra.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Drills it from outside.
Yeah, I just had a feeling Kawhi Leonard would respond with a 3 of his own. Beautiful.
Warriors leading by 9. Curry deciding where to go with it. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Brook Lopez is checked in, so both teams making some changes here. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Ja Morant, he's out there with Butler. Then it's Curry. Then there's Horford. And it's Richardson in at the 2.
The old phrase, he lives at the line. That is James Harden, folks.
People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
James Harden brings tremendous versatility. He can score it, he can distribute. Whatever you need from him offensively, he can provide it.
Good on both. Doris, there aren't many players like James Harden drawing total focus from opposing defenses.
And that's appropriate, Kevin, because this guy can command one side of the ball consistently. In pick-and-roll action, he can be a threat as a scorer, he sets his teammates, and he can be absolutely electric on the offensive end. He is a problem.
The Warriors have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. Free throw good, Curry. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. Here's Curry. Chris Dunn making his last shot. Back to Curry. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And this Clippers team, GA, hanging their hats on the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, a team of veterans who know how to play. Great coaching, and with Ivica Zubac patrolling the paint, it's been a winning recipe.
First one falls for him. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. GA, why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Curry comes in for Ja Morant. Now here's Leonard. He's coming off a 19-point game against Portland. It's deflected.
Now, good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Listen, keeping Ivica Zubac off the boards is no easy task. This man has got a gigantic, strong frame.
Curry kicks to Richardson. With the shot. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Richardson's got 4 points this quarter.
unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Just 5 on the clock. And finished off by Beal.
Bradley Beal letting you know there's still an explosive level to his game. Off his feet, easy finish.
Here's Curry. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Stephen Curry hears folks complaining about all the threes. He said it's new and everybody has their opinion. It's not like I can go out and do a 360 windmill, drive down the lane, and dunk on somebody. We'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to keep shooting threes, so don't worry about that. Guys?
Yeah, you're right. That is his superpower. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
Well, there's certain places on the floor that Jimmy Butler will let it fly from three. Right there, he has a nice-looking jumper.
I'll tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip. And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Curry against Beal. It's up a 3. Curry's shot is off. Clippers trail by 12. Dunn with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Dunn dishes to Leonard. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Richardson. Curry on the wing. A 3-ball. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Hey fans, it's now time to get excited. Come on, let's hear it for your Clippers.
Cameron Payne's checked in for the Clippers. And then for Golden State, Porzingis comes in for Draymond Green. And it's John Morant in for Curry. And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That is his first foul of the game.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Richardson outside. Pass to Morant. And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
The first free throw is good. Here in the final days of the NBA regular season, Greg, every team trying to wrap things up on a high note.
Yeah, and even the top teams doing what they can to head into the postseason with some momentum, right? While lottery teams want to finish strong and have something to build off of.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Outside Collins. Outside Beal. Here's Leonard. Kawhi, confident inside.
So many advantages Kawhi Leonard has when he's inside. Size, power, strength. To the cup he goes.
Curry's shot is off.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
The 3 goes down the hatch from Kawhi.
But Kawhi Leonard right now is cooking, folks. This guy has got a rhythm, and you better watch out.
Curry can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 12. Outside Leonard. Pass to Collins. Here's Payne. Guarded by Curry. Puts it up. It's hauled in by Richardson. The Warriors shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. Outside Leonard. And it's Payne in the corner. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Curry outside, hits the three-point bomb. Curry's got 29.
This guy has been in attack mode this quarter. The defense might want to intercede here.
Back to Beal. Leonard on the wing. 18 points for him. From deep, Collins. It could go. The shot missing. And so it's the Golden State Warriors enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And more than anything, their three-point shooting is what sparked them. A fantastic night from long range so far. And we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with Coach Kerr. And Steve, what's your assessment of that first half of play and any changes in mind?
We'll see. We have to adjust during the game if we see something that's hurting us. But I thought the defense was pretty solid overall. We'll see how it goes from here.
Okay, more of the same. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. And folks, don't go away. Halftime is here, and we'll be right back with you after this break.
Hey, everybody. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
Well, I think for the Warriors, they've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part in the postseason. Every team is going to be gunning for them.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for Golden State.
They're moving at a high speed. When they get in space, they really push the pace. Makes them hard to keep up with.
Yeah, several times the defense couldn't get back. That created all sorts of mismatches.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Curry has been sensational.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Harden and Beal are the backcourt. In the forward slots, you'll see Leonard and Collins. And it's Zubac in at the 5, down low. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Outside for Curry. And Curry throws it down.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Collins finds Zubac. 5 to shoot. And here's Leonard from 3. That miss makes him 7 for 12 from the field this game. Morant outside. Pass to Curry. Shoots over Beal. Rebound by the Clippers. Collins has got 4 rebounds in this game. One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
Yeah, passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in LA, they're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
0 for 3 to start the second half. You've got to start finding your footing here.
Butler on the wing. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Harden outside. Here's Collins. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Jimmy Butler. So, a lot to appreciate here, Doris, in the game of John Collins. He has been a highly productive pro.
He's been a consistent rebounder. We know he can make shots on the face-up game on the offensive end of the floor. And you're right, there's been a consistent 16 points, 8 boards right in that vicinity since he's entered the league. Boy, guys, when he's at his best, John Collins can be an impact player at both ends of the floor. There's a lot of things this young guy does well.
Now here's Morant. He's got 8, and again, it's the Warriors missing.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Harden finds Leonard. Lets the 3 fly, and Curry pulls it down. Curry's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Harden outside. Pass to Leonard. Zubac, a screen on Morant. And here's Leonard from 3. It's hauled in by Richardson. Richardson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
This guy hit a couple of threes in the first half, but since then, it's been a little bit of a struggle.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The 3 from Harden. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Well, this is just great competitive spirit by James Harden. You make a 3, he's coming right back. Outside for Curry. From deep, Richardson, and the Warriors, another 3.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
Let's give a round of applause for your Clippers.
Here's a look at some stats for Kristaps Porzingis. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. First in shooting percentage, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And you're right, he's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage.
You get a sense, guys, right there of exactly how much pressure Bradley Beal can put on your defense.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight. And he makes the first.
Yeah, Bradley Beal's versatility at the offensive end, it's just so valuable. He can shoot it, he can drive it, make plays for others, and he's smart.
He's off on the 2nd. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
Now here's Curry. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go.
Now you see Jimmy Butler's willingness and almost really relishing the opportunity to get his teammate an open look.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. Now here's Harden. 20 points for him. Pass to Collins. Here's Beal. Back to Collins. Outside Leonard. Over Morant. They get it back from downtown, and Harden gets it to go in on the assist from Zubac. Harden's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Clippers. Curry passes to Butler. Outside Curry. Drains it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 39.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
Outside Collins. Pass to Leonard. Fires the 3. Connects again from distance.
That last 3 now ties him for the franchise record for most in a season. You know he's looking for that next one.
You talk about being locked in all year long. Next one sets the franchise record. What a season it's been for him. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Let's look at the 2K leaderboard to find out the teams that have led the league in steals the season's second half. The Warriors, number 1.
You know, the defense has been frenetic, and it seems like they're gaining momentum as the season wears on. I mean, they're forcing a lot of turnovers.
Down low, here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
In a pick-and-roll game, the length and athleticism of Kristaps Porzingis is going to be a big-time problem.
Harden kicks to Beal, outside Leonard. It's rebounded by Golden State.
This guy is completely out of rhythm this quarter. He just can't get going.
Curry against Leonard. Curry with the bucket.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Now, here is Harden. 26 points for him. And Curry with the stuff.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Clippers with the ball. The Warriors making the shot. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you. The Clippers remain scrappy. James Harden said, in order for us to have a chance, we have to bring it every single night. One thing about this team, we're all happy for each other. It could be anybody's turn on a given night. Nobody's going to be upset, and even when we lose, we're still happy for each other. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Now here's Harden. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Over Richardson. Los Angeles with another miss.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
Curry with the bucket.
You know, his selectiveness is worth mentioning here. This guy is not forcing shots, and yet he is cooking.
Here's Leonard. Lays it up and banks it in. Leonard's got 20 points.
Oh, what an ugly start to this quarter. Only 1 of 8 from the field.
Curry outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Wasted no time on that one. And it's 8 points for Beal.
Well, this is the sweet spot of Bradley Beal's game. That in-between, that mid-range jumper is money.
Curry way outside, and it's John Collins with the rebound. Clippers trail by 19. In the corner, Harden. No good from outside. The Warriors shooting it beautifully here in the third, 56% from the field. Curry's shot is good.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 from 3-point range here in quarter number 3. And here's Harden for 3. Good! Another from 3.
And he shattered the franchise single-season high for 3-pointers made.
Getting them up and connecting with high volume. He's been a flamethrower all season long. And it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Here's Beal, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Beal's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, as strong as he's been, they're going to need him to continue shouldering the load to try to break through.
Curry outside, and again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable. And listen to the crowd here. They know exactly how special this season has been.
To set the franchise record for threes in a season, they absolutely love him here. Different look here for the Warriors. Porzingis, he's checked in for Horford. Jimmy Butler comes in for Draymond Green. Ja Morant, he's checked in for Moses Moody. And Curry subbed in for Stephen Curry. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Richardson is out there with Curry. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Porzingis in at the 5.
So strong, so tough. He beats his Zubac, absorbs the contact, and goes right through it.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Now Harden. And get the 3. Outside Curry. Beyond the arc. Connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. And again!
A 60-piece goodness. And it's not his first of the season.
Raleigh is tied for the fourth most 60-point games during a single season. Just incredible. Outside Leonard. Back to Collins. Shot clock at 5. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. From deep Harden. Porzingis with the rebound.
Well, trying to reply to the three on the other end just doesn't go down for him.
They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Collins setting the big for Beal. Los Angeles with another miss.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Harden with it. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Jimmy, a strong finish to close it out. What was the difference?
Being a lot more aggressive. Obviously made some shots, but I think in the end we guarded well and we executed on offense and we made some shots.
It always comes down to great defense. Thanks, Jimmy.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that about wraps it up. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, the Cobra.